Hey everyone, and welcome to another rapid fire review, this time for In-Game Studios' crime boss, Rockay City. You know that game showed off at the Game Awards by a barely coherent Michael Madsen?
I've had some wild times. I've been involved in some crazy things in my life. I even made a picture with Mr. Al Pacino. Donnie Brasco. If you haven't seen it, you should look it up, goddammit.
Yeah, that one. Well, it came out. And as the person who drew the short straw between the three of us, here I am, putting in more effort into writing and reading this script than anyone involved with Crime Boss did with their script. Now, Crime Boss is supposed to tell the tale of a massive power vacuum created when a crime boss in Rockay City dies. Leaders of factions and smaller gangs are all scrambling for power and new territory while building up their supply of guns, crew, and drugs. Now, these games pretty much always have over-the-top characters and story and dialogue. And that's what I was looking for here. I enjoy the ridiculousness and larger-than-life situations of games that Crime Boss was clearly inspired by. The problem is in-game's execution. It is apparently harder than they thought to write over-the-top stories and characters because they completely failed at doing so. The story side of the game is revealed to you abruptly, awkwardly, and unceremoniously. It's thrust upon you like the storytelling equivalent of a trenchcoat flasher in the subway, but with even less desirability. It's a standard boring story filled with dumb, unlikable, poorly acted characters. Most of the voice actors absolutely phoned in their performances, and in some cases may have literally phoned them in with the wild quality differences in the microphones used.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm Gloves, your planner. I know the cops, the snitches, and the streets.
What is it wait a second. What is it that you do?
I have your back. I stalk the prey, you kill it.
There are some voice actors that tried. Michael Rooker appears to be trying, but the stuff that was written or AI generated for him is so soul-crushingly bad that it doesn't matter. A good example for you is actually Michael Rooker's character, a generic football-themed underboss enforcer guy named Touchdown.
5 minutes, man. Let's kick it off. Game time.
Leave a big mark.
Better start practicing your end zone dance, because we're going to be there often.
I want them shaking in their boots.
See you in the end zone, mofo.
Who only speaks using football phrases, but closer to how a person only faintly familiar with football and its terminology would use them. Come on, team, let's get in the huddle together. Good work, that shot was a touchdown. Guys, it's overtime, and that means that there's more time to play the sports game we're involved in, more gang members. Then there's Michael Madsen, who in real life is 65 years old, and he sounds 95 years old. And they made his character model look 35. So it's all kinds of weird, uncanny valley, mismatched, and wrong.
Well, do it. And let's get that candy to the king.
Yes.
The blues come in yet? You know, the little ones with my hat on them.
Yes. Those pills ship in tonight. We'll be good to go.
The dialogue here, other than just being bad, has the same issues as some other recent turds like Forspoken. The writers seemingly have recently discovered the joy of cursing. And as a fellow cursing enthusiast, I appreciate their veracity. But if I might offer some advice, temperance with cursing is the difference between sounding like a hardened gang leader in a turf war and sounding like a 10-year-old at recess pretending to be one. Now, if you're one of those people that think the gameplay are going to save the bad writing, you'd be completely wrong. The gameplay is no better. It's beyond shallow, with missions that can take as little as 30 seconds to complete. There's bad AI teammates, the same stupid street fights you'll be forced to take part in over and over. Bargain basement gunplay that wouldn't be acceptable in a mobile shooter. Awful customization, constantly repeated levels, enemy models, and voice lines too. Now the level design also just isn't finished. Missions where you need to use stealth will have cameras that see you through walls and objects. Sneaking into the back of buildings will give you that return to mission area warning. You know the buildings you're supposed to sneak into. So you just have to walk through the front door. The gameplay is nonsense anyway, so there's really no need to try. The worst part is that this is a roguelike. And once the alcohol, apathy, and/or the existential dread washes over you and you stop paying attention, you'll die. And you have to start the campaign all over again, from the very beginning. Not just the mission you're on, all of the missions. And you'll need to listen to these idiots continue to try to act. Now, co-op here really is no better. Sure, an actual human being is often better than the on-screen failures they call AI. And of course, there is the potential here for fun with friends, but that's what fucking friends do. You have fun with them. That's why they are your friends. The game gets 0 credit for being fun with friends. And because having your friends buy this septic tank explosion of a game may cause your friends to think less of you, it may actually lose points for its co-op. With several blueprints for a successful heist game already laid out for them to see, I can't think of many excuses how they release something with so little depth and such little polish. I mean, perhaps they blew through their entire budget on voice acting and had no money to properly develop the game.
All right, LT, what's the story? Ooh, the watchdogs of the mighty Genghis Khan. This is one hot plate, LT. We will take him with a big load when he is deeply out of pocket.
Oh, smart.
Yes, that will halt his troops.
Now, the air marshals say they should protect the...
Sky, fucking sky, you motherfucker.
Perhaps they saw that Payday 3 was coming out this year and rushed this out several years too early. Or perhaps they just realized since they already had the Epic Game Store's exclusive money, there was no pressure or incentive to work harder than the absolute bare minimum. Epic Games quickly found out what they paid for, though. Even though this was an exclusive $40 release, they put it on sale day one. And it was released with minimal advertising and no fanfare. Even on sale, this game just isn't worth it. Not with friends, not because you're bored, not because you want something to hold you over till Payday 3 comes out. Just play more Payday 2. I'm giving Crime Boss a 4 out of 10.
Motherfucker.
It is very below average, and in no way can I recommend this game. It's a failure in its gunplay, gameplay, level design, voice acting, storytelling, fun, and in the value you get for what you paid for it. Look, this is not a game that's so bad that it's good. It's not a game that is even on par with the games that came before it a decade ago. This is just super low-effort game design. And maybe they just thought that some incoherent 90 stars would be enough to make a sale, but I hope they're wrong. Thanks so much for watching this rapid-fire review, and we shall see you on the next Angry Joe Show.